I have a Lothar. Is it Lothar? Lothar? I don't know. They say it's a Falcon pocket knife, 14C 28N. Okay, well, that strikes me curious enough right there. A little 14C, quite the heavy duty box, and it's ornate. It's got a bunch of cool colors in it. I mean, you know me, y'all. I just love boxes, and especially when they got color in them. Yeah, buddy. And it looks like there's a case inside the box. That doesn't want to come out of there. There we go. It's got a carbon fiber pattern on the box. And what's that, a Pegasus, or what's that called? A winged lion? I don't know. It's got a bag inside the case that was inside the box. The knife. Some paperwork. I'm pretty sure it says don't cut yourself. And then it comes with T6. Ooh, a T8 and a T6 on the same wrench. Interesting. I'm half tempted to try it on this knife and just see what's what. I'm tempted. Don't know if I'll do it, but I'm tempted. Look at this little old school buck knife looking thing. Pretty sure that's why it's here right now. It's because of that, how it looks. Check that pocket clip. It's got some decent tension. The G10 on this has got a nice pattern in it. It's nice and grippy. There's that pattern. Stainless steel liners. It's got those inserts, the G10 inserts on top. Button lock. Thumb stud, fullers on both sides. Let's get it open. Yeah, look at that. I'm pretty sure I owned a buck knife at some point that looked almost 90% just like that. Didn't have a pocket clip though. So it's super smooth. It's got wonderful smooth action, but it feels loose. And it is. Yeah, it's loose. Spidey flick, thumb flick. Let's try the fuller. Oh yeah, I can get it out there. Definitely with the Spidey flick. Nice little reverse grip. I can get here and cap that with my thumb. Wasn't hard at all. I mean, it's running like crazy, but, well, that was loose. Now it's tight. And the knife won't run. But it's tight. There's no wobble in it. Let me take a little bit of that back. There we go. It's got a little, so there's almost none side to side now this way. It's almost none, but up and down this way, this way, there's some play in there. Yeah, it's got some play in that blade. Let me try to tighten that again and see if I can't get rid of that. Because I do think that's coming loose. Yeah, it's got a little bit up and down. So where it's locking up with that button right there, there's some slop in there. It's allowing that to move up and down. Actually, there's some movement in there. I wonder, let me just go tight. Like so. Yeah, there's still a little up and down, but there's no side to side now. There's none side to side, but there's just a tick up and down. And I've got it snugged up. It's got a nice little slow roll. 14C28N. And then, oh, that's right. Who is it made by? Lothar. Get the name on it. All right, well, let's take it apart and see where we end up. Looks like the scale's got to come off. Like there's going to be screws underneath that scale. T8s, T6s. T8, pocket clips, T6. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to do some disassembly here. No Loctite on that screw, so I mean, I definitely can get that set right, get it tuned properly, and then Loctite that. Put a little bit of that blue Loctite, which is odd because that scale screw had Loctite on it. How about that? Pocket clip screw, no Loctite. Yep, none there either. T8s on these, on the pivot and the scale screws, the insert screws, but the pocket clip was T6. I heard the button snap. Yeah, the button popped out of there. Yep, two little T6s in there holding us together. Pretty sure we're free now. Yep, there's our spring. It's got some grease up in there for the spring. Stop pin came out. There we go. It's a nice skeletonization to keep the weight down. I mean, it's got captured bearings, cage bearings. No reason to take that side off. I think we'll leave that be. Just give everything a wipe and put it back together. See if I can't get the tension correct on this pivot. Get it as good as we can. I mean, a little bit of play isn't the end of the world in a knife. The problem for me with play in a knife is I always feel like if it's got some, it's going to get more. And so I think putting this together with some Loctite and getting that pivot set properly and Loctiting that in place is going to be a big key to me liking this knife or completely disliking this knife. And as we sit here right now, cleaning it up, I mean, the jury's out. This thing can go either way. Either way. Because, I mean, I'm not a fan of knives that blades move around when they're locked up. Okay. I think we're good. Let's go for some reassembly. Captured pivot. And it's not machined on the show side. Spit it out, man. Which I'm a fan of. I'm a big fan of that. I like it. I think that's the way it should be done. I'm going to put a bearing on here and then lube that up, and then we'll get the blade and the button down at the same time. All right, gotcha. Get our spring in place. And mellow down easy. Got to match up here with our pivot. That looks about right there. Yeah, that was right. Make sure we're functional. Yep, and I mean, it felt pretty locked in there too. Like maybe we gained a little bit. Let's get these internal screws in. I think these were T8s. The pocket clip screws were T6s, yeah. Just a little tension bend, just because. All right, last screw. Oh yeah, nice tension on that. I mean, that action. Ooh, is that run now? Wow. There we go. I'm going to put some Loctite on this, but we'll go ahead and play with it first. I mean, I'm able to get it to lock up good. There might be the slightest little bit of wiggle in it, but I think that screw's coming loose. Yeah, I mean, there's a tiniest little bit of wiggle in it. Let's just say that. So because of that, I'm going to give it a B+. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Love the slow roll. Spidey flick. I mean, it is a small little pocket knife with traditional lines. It's got that pretty clip point blade. That fuller. I mean, it's a cute little knife. It really is. And in the end, I mean, it runs well. It's got a great slow roll. I mean, I'm a fan. Spidey flick. Yeah. Let's talk ergonomics. So, very comfortable in hand right here. I mean, it just curves itself right to my hand. Very comfortable. Nice platform for the thumb. I mean, not so confident, very confident. This thing's going to come up and just be shy of a confident grip. I mean, it's comfortable there. Let's check that lock. Yeah, I mean, it's locked up. Cool. Let's check the pocket clip. Thick stuff? Yeah. I mean, it's got a little bit of a profile coming out, less than a half an inch. It's not complete deep carry. The screws there absolutely lend themselves to grab on and pull that knife out of the pocket. As far as the tension and the grip, this is a dryer clip. I mean, I put this in right there and throw these in the dryer for 30 minutes. When I took them out of the dryer, that knife would be right there. Yep. Yeah, very nice pocket clip. What about safety? Yeah, there's no contact in any sharp parts through the back, and the tip is well recessed. So the clip is awesome, tip's good, and I can handle this knife any way I want, and I'm not going to catch the sharp part. That button provides a good detent. It'll hold that blade in there. We've already checked that lock, so let's check that 14C. What a cool little knife. Oh, wow. I'll be honest, I kind of didn't expect it to be that sharp. Yeah, it's legit sharp, no doubt about it. I mean, they got the memo. They said, hey, if we're going to put a knife out, no matter what, make sure it's sharp. And everybody in the company read it for sure. Quality control, the sharpeners, the managers, everybody. Because that's a really nice, crazy sharp knife, for sure. All right, well, I'm going to put a dab of Loctite in here, and I'm going to let you join me while I do that, so you can see what's up. I just used this stick. It's got the paste in it. It's easy to function. I'll pull that screw, get a grip on it, and then I'm just going to get a dab out on the end of that screw, like so. It's a pretty good dab, but this blue stuff, I mean, it won't lock it in there permanently, but it will lock it down. And then I'm going to tighten it to where I think it should be. That's pretty darn good right there. So I will only function this knife one more time, and that's to close it. And then I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours. And I'm going to be really careful about functioning it to close it even. I'm not going to sling it. I'm going to very slowly and carefully close that, because I need that Loctite to set now on that screw. I'm going to just tweak that just a... Yeah. All right. So let's get a price on this. Lothar. And where are they? I mean, where do you find this? I'll be right back. Okay, well, stainless steel, G10, 14C 28N. This thing's probably going to be around $50. Yep. That's it. Right there. I forgot I wasn't going to close it hard like that, but I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to leave it be. We'll let that thing set up. But yeah, about $50. Actually, I do got to open it. I'll tweak it with a screwdriver when I'm done. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.